was not recognized at all as being anything interesting when it was discovered. It was just a corroded lump about the size of a large dictionary.
The discovery of the first analog computer dating back to 100 years before Jesus is reshaping our understanding of how advanced our ancestors were.
Anything from ancient Greece simply shouldn't have gear wheels. These were precision gears with teeth about 1 millimeter long.
This is just one of many discoveries forcing historians to take another look at history and figure out how things we previously thought were impossible are being discovered deep underwater. Is it evidence of a lost advanced civilization? Secret technologies lost to time? Or are we just beginning to uncover our forgotten past? Number 14, the Antikythera mechanism. In the annals of ancient technology, few artifacts captivate the imagination like the Antikythera mechanism. This extraordinary device, often hailed as the world's first computer, was discovered in 1901 amidst the wreckage of a trading ship off the coast of Antikythera, Greece. Thought to have been constructed around 100 BCE, its complexity and sophistication stunned historians and scientists alike. Crafted from bronze and about the size of a shoebox, the Antikythera mechanism featured an intricate assembly of 30 gear wheels. These gears were revealed through radiographic images, showcasing a level of mechanical ingenuity unparalleled until the medieval cathedral clocks over a millennium later. The device's primary purpose was astronomical, designed to calculate and display celestial events with remarkable precision. The mechanism's exterior was adorned with Greek inscriptions, providing crucial insights into its functions. A hand-turned shaft, now lost, likely set the gears in motion, with one complete revolution corresponding to a solar year. The front of the device boasted a large dial that indicated the positions of the sun and moon within the zodiac. A half-silvered ball displayed lunar phases, while the drivetrain for the moon's position incorporated sophisticated epicyclic gearing and a slot and pin mechanism to replicate the moon's irregular movement across the sky. Two additional dials on the back of the mechanism further demonstrated its advanced design. The upper dial featured a 5-turn spiral slot, marking the 235 lunations of the Metonic cycle, 19 years crucial for calendar regulation. A subsidiary dial indicated the timing of the Pan-Hellenic Games, including the ancient Olympics. The lower dial, with a 4-turn spiral, predicted solar and lunar eclipses based on the 18.2-year Saros cycle. These astronomical cycles, known to the Greeks through Babylonian scholarship, underscored the device's comprehensive scope. Despite its current fragmented state, the Antikythera mechanism remains a testament to the engineering prowess of the ancient Greeks. References to similar devices in Greco-Roman literature, such as those by Marcus Tullius Cicero, suggest a broader tradition of mechanical astronomical displays spanning centuries. While the exact purpose and wider applications of this bronze-geared marvel remain speculative, its discovery continues to inspire awe and admiration, bridging the gap between ancient ingenuity and modern technological advancements. Number 13, Dwarka. The submerged city of Dwarka, off the coast of the Gulf of Khambat, India, is a remarkable archaeological find that has intrigued historians and archaeologists alike. The search for this legendary city began as early as the 1930s, driven by ancient texts and local legends. Dwarka, renowned from the Hindu epic Mahabharata, was said to be the grand kingdom of Lord Krishna, described as a city with splendid palaces and formidable fortifications. The idea of its existence inspired many, leading to early explorations and underwater searches. The first significant archaeological excavation of the submerged city took place in 1963. Spearheaded by marine archaeologist Dr. S.R. Rao, these early efforts began to uncover remnants of the city, but it wasn't until 1983 that the true scale of Dwarka's submerged ruins became evident. The ruins are situated about 40 feet underwater and span approximately 20,000 square meters. The site includes large stone structures, intricate carvings, and various artifacts such as pottery and jewelry, indicating a highly advanced civilization. These findings align closely with descriptions from the Mahabharata, which narrates the city's eventual submersion following a catastrophic event. the discovery of Dwarka offers compelling evidence of a sophisticated ancient civilization in the region. It supports the historical basis of the Mahabharata and provides a tangible link to India's rich mythological past. Number 12. The Yonaguni Monument. In 1986, while exploring the waters off Yonaguni Island in Japan, Kihachiro Aratake, a director of the Yonaguni-cho Tourism Association, stumbled upon a breathtaking underwater discovery. While observing sharks, Aratake noticed unusual seabed formations that bore an uncanny resemblance to man-made structures. Intrigued, he alerted scientists, leading to a remarkable investigation spearheaded by Masaki Kimura from the University of the Ryukyus. These formations, now famously known as the Yonaguni Monument or Yonaguni Submarine Ruins, lie off the southern tip of Yonaguni Island, beneath the Arakawabana Cliff. Composed of medium to very fine sandstones and mudstones from the lower Miocene Yayama group, which are estimated to be around 20 million years old, these structures have sparked a fierce debate among researchers. Geologist Robert Schoch posits that the monument is likely a natural formation. He argues that while the Yonaguni structures share similarities with natural sandstone formations worldwide, the concentration of peculiar shapes in such a small area is coincidental rather than engineered. Other experts highlight the absence of loose blocks and other indicators of natural erosion, which would typically be present if the structures had been formed solely by natural processes. The sheer complexity and arrangement of the Yonaguni Monument's features fuel speculation about an advanced ancient civilization. The precision of the right angles, terraces, and step formations seems too intricate to be purely coincidental. This has led some researchers to suggest that the site might be a remnant of a lost civilization, challenging conventional timelines of human development in the region. The Yonaguni Monument remains one of the most captivating mysteries of underwater archaeology. Number 11. Uluburun Shipwreck. In 1982, while exploring the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean off the coast of Kaş, Turkey, a sponge diver made an astonishing discovery that would captivate the archaeological world. He stumbled upon what he intriguingly described as metal biscuits with ears. This puzzling find turned out to be remnants of the Uluburun Shipwreck, a vessel from the late Bronze Age, which would go on to revolutionize our understanding of ancient trade and civilization. The Uluburun wreck was meticulously excavated by the Institute of Nautical Archaeology over 11 seasons from 1984 to 1999. Archaeologists undertook more than 22,000 dives to depths greater than 150 feet, unearthing a staggering array of artifacts. The ship's primary cargo consisted of copper and tin ingots, materials essential for the era's bronze production, illustrating the ship's role in the intricate network of ancient metallurgy. Beyond the metallic treasures, the wreck revealed a stunning array of goods. Pottery, both functional and ceremonial, along with foodstuffs indicated the ship's multifaceted purpose. Luxury items such as exquisitely carved ivory containers, gold jewelry, and semi-precious stones like carnelian and agate suggested that this ship was a floating showcase for opulence. Even more striking were the exotic goods: glass ingots, unworked elephant tusks, ostrich eggshells, and faience beads, each hinting at a far-reaching trade network. The personal artifacts found aboard, including weapons, galley wares, balance weights, and musical instruments like lutes with tortoiseshell sound boxes, painted a vivid picture of the ship's diverse crew and passengers. Evidence suggested that the vessel was manned by a Syro-Canaanite crew and carried travelers from the Greek mainland, reflecting a melting pot of ancient cultures. The ship itself was constructed from prized Lebanese cedar and featured advanced shipbuilding techniques such as pegged mortise, tenon joints, and a proto-keel, rather than a true keel. The remnants of stone anchors and fragments of the hull provided crucial insights into ancient maritime engineering. The Uluburun shipwreck offers an unparalleled glimpse into the interconnected world of the Bronze Age Mediterranean. It reveals a vibrant blend of trade, culture, and technology, demonstrating the sophistication of maritime activity that link distant civilizations. This ancient vessel's journey not only enriches our understanding of historical trade networks, but also underscores the profound connections that shape the ancient world. Number 10. Thonis-Heracleion. Thonis-Heracleion A city that once seemed like a myth was rediscovered in the year 2000 by Frank Gaudio and his team at the European Institute for Underwater Archaeology. Before this discovery, Thonis-Heracleion existed only in ancient texts and rare inscriptions. The Greek historian Herodotus, writing in the 5th century BC, mentioned a grand temple built where the hero Heracles supposedly first set foot in Egypt. He also told of Helen's visit to the city with her lover Paris before the Trojan War. Later, the geographer Strabo noted that Heracleion, home to the Temple of Heracles, was located at the mouth of the Canopic branch of the Nile River. The underwater excavations revealed the lost city's grandeur. The artifacts found include colossal statues, inscriptions, jewelry, coins, and ceramics, all showcasing a civilization frozen in time. These treasures tell of a city that flourished between the 6th and 4th centuries BC. The port of Thonis-Heracleion, with its large basins and bustling trade, contributed to the city's wealth. Over 700 ancient anchors and 79 shipwrecks highlight the intense maritime activity of the time. Thonis-Heracleion was built around a vast temple and crisscrossed by canals, giving it a unique appearance akin to a city on the water. Dwellings and smaller sanctuaries dotted the islands and islets within the city. Notably, a grand canal on the north side of the temple connected the port basins to a lake to the west, facilitating movement and trade. The city was also famous for hosting the Mysteries of Osiris, a significant annual ceremony celebrating the god Osiris's rebirth. Texts and images from the Osirian chapels in the Temple of Dendera and the stele of the royal decree of Canopus detail this important ritual. During the ceremony, Osiris was brought in a grand procession from the Temple of Amun-Gareb to his shrine in Canopus. Despite the extensive discoveries, only about 5% of Thonis-Heracleion has been excavated. The ongoing underwater archaeological research continues to unveil the secrets of this once great city, providing a fascinating glimpse into the ancient Egyptian world long thought lost to history. Number 9. Cleopatra's Palace. Hidden beneath murky waters for over 1,500 years, the island of Antikythera off Alexandria's coast was once a dazzling enclave of ancient temples and monuments. In 1996, underwater archaeologists Frank Gaudio and Ashraf Abdelrauf uncovered Antikythera, revealing its careful architectural planning from around 250 BC. They found stunning structures, a temple for Caesar, an unfinished palace for Mark Antony, a temple for the goddess Isis, columned streets, grand monuments, a bustling port, and Cleopatra's magnificent royal residence. Cleopatra's palace thrived on Antikythera until 365 AD, when a colossal earthquake, one of the Mediterranean's most powerful, unleashed a tsunami that ravaged the island and reached the shores of Spain. The quake's epicenter near Crete sent waves that wiped out Alexandria's neighborhoods, temples, and harbors. Roman soldier Ammianus Marcellinus vividly described the sea retreating to expose the seabed, only to return with a ferocious surge, killing thousands. Today, Antikythera stands as one of the world's most astounding underwater archaeological sites, with over 20,000 artifacts discovered. The crown jewel is Cleopatra's Palace, now resting 16 feet underwater. It's a sharp twist that Cleopatra's final resting place remains as elusive as her underwater palace. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt's Macedonian Ptolemaic dynasty, took her life with Mark Antony after their defeat by Rome at the Battle of Actium. Until Egypt completes its planned underwater museum in Alexandria, history enthusiasts and adventurers alike can don scuba gear to explore Cleopatra's submerged palace, diving into the rich past of ancient Alexandria. Number 8. Pavlopetri. Just a few meters below the surface of Vatica Bay in southeastern Peloponnese, Greece, lies the hidden treasure of Pavlopetri, the oldest submerged city in the world. Discovered by Angelos Delivorius in 1967, this Bronze Age marvel thrived from the 3rd millennium until 1100. BC Pavlopetri's underwater ruins, including ancient buildings, courtyards, streets, and burial sites, offer an extraordinary peek into a long-lost civilization. Recent research has brought to light thousands of artifacts, from simple tableware to large Minoan jars, painting a vivid picture of daily life in Pavlopetri. These findings have not only captivated archaeologists, but also underscored the urgent need to protect this submerged gem. Sadly, Pavlopetri is under siege. Massive ships anchoring in Vatica Bay are wreaking havoc, discharging waste and chemicals that threaten the fragile ruins. The constant movement of smaller boats stirs up sediments, further damaging the ancient city's foundations and walls. With no physical barriers to protect it, Pavlopetri is also at risk from looters and treasure hunters. To make matters worse, plans for a natural gas pipeline from Crete to the Peloponnese and a nearby power plant loom over this delicate site. Determined to save Pavlopetri, local advocates have launched a passionate campaign. They are fighting against a proposed special port regulation that would permit ships to anchor in Vatica Bay, arguing instead for strict protective measures. Their vision includes surrounding the site with buoys to keep ships at bay and installing informative signs to raise awareness among visitors. In a bid to bolster these efforts, Pavlopetri was added to the 2016 World Monuments Watch, spotlighting the global importance of this ancient city. The battle to save Pavlopetri is not just about preserving a historical site, it's about setting a global example for underwater heritage conservation. With the right protections, Pavlopetri can continue to enchant and educate future generations, offering a thrilling window into a world that once was. As the world's attention turns to this submerged wonder, the efforts to safeguard Pavlopetri could become a beacon for protecting underwater treasures worldwide. Number 7. Baltic Sea Anomaly. Discovered in 2011 by the OceanX diving team, the Baltic Sea Anomaly remains one of the most intriguing underwater mysteries of our time. Found nearly 300 feet below the surface, this peculiar formation measures approximately 60 meters in diameter and resembles a massive disk. Its unique and enigmatic features have led to a wide range of theories, from ancient civilizations to extraterrestrial encounters. Scientists, however, propose more terrestrial explanations. Many believe that the Baltic Sea Anomaly is likely a natural geological formation. In underwater environments, especially those shaped by glacial and volcanic activities, such formations are not uncommon. From a geological standpoint, the anomaly could be a relic from the last ice age. Glacial deposits and formations from melting ice are widespread in the Baltic region, and these natural processes can create structures that might appear artificial to the untrained eye. Some geologists suggest that the anomaly is simply a section of the seabed that has undergone significant natural alterations over thousands of years. Despite these scientific theories, the true nature of the Baltic Sea anomaly remains elusive. Concrete scientific expeditions have been limited, leaving room for speculation and mystery. This uncertainty has fueled the imaginations of alien and UFO enthusiasts who see the disc-like shape and unusual features as evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Comparisons to the Roswell incident and mythical underwater cities like Atlantis have solidified the anomaly's place in popular culture, inspiring documentaries and countless online discussions. Exploring the Baltic Sea anomaly is no easy feat. The depth, murky waters, and challenging environmental conditions present significant obstacles. Limited visibility and the need for specialized equipment make thorough exploration and study a daunting task. These challenges have hindered comprehensive scientific research, allowing speculation to thrive. To bridge the gap between wild theories and scientific facts, more research is essential. The Baltic Sea anomaly stands as a symbol of the uncharted mysteries lurking beneath our oceans. Whether it turns out to be a natural geological formation or something far more extraordinary, its discovery continues to spark curiosity and debate. Number 6. Bimini Road. Bimini Road, discovered in 1968, is a mysterious underwater rock formation that has intrigued researchers and enthusiasts alike. Located off the western shore of Bimini in the Bahamas, this formation stretches for about half a mile in shallow waters. A team of 3 underwater archaeologists, Joseph Manson Valentine and Jacques Mayol, stumbled upon a series of large limestone blocks arranged in a linear pattern, reminiscent of a paved road. This curious alignment led to the formation being named Bimini Road. The discovery sparked speculation and fascination, particularly with theories linking Bimini Road to the fabled lost city of Atlantis. The neatly positioned blocks, many rectangular and weighing several tons each, appear to be meticulously laid out in a north-south direction. This uncanny arrangement prompted some to wonder if the formation was evidence of an ancient, advanced civilization. However, the absence of chisel marks or any signs of tool usage on the blocks has caused significant debate among researchers. Some argue that these structures could be a natural formation, resulting from geological processes. Weathering and erosion over millennia might have fractured and shaped the blocks into their current state. Yet the theory of natural formation raises questions about the perfect positioning of these blocks. How could natural forces create such an ordered structure? Despite numerous studies and theories, no definitive proof has emerged to confirm the natural or man-made origins of Bimini Road. The mystery endures, fueling ongoing debate and exploration. Number 5. Lake Titicaca Temple. In the year 2000, an international archaeological team made a remarkable discovery beneath the surface of Lake Titicaca, a body of water straddling the border between Bolivia and Peru. Long believed to be the cradle of Peru's ancient civilizations, Lake Titicaca's abundant water and fertile shores attracted societies like the Tiwanaku and the Paracas long before the rise of the Incas. Rumors of a lost city in the lake's depths had circulated since the 1950s. These legends were finally substantiated when the archaeological team uncovered a submerged temple just off the shore of Copacabana in Bolivia. Alongside the temple, the remains of an underwater city were revealed, with structures estimated to be between 1,000 and 1,500 years old. Exploration teams documented agricultural terraces in a stone wall extending 800 meters, which is about half a mile, along with a well-preserved paved road stretching 30 meters, similar to sections of the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu. Divers conducted around 200 visits to meticulously record the layout of these ancient ruins. Over 10,000 artifacts have been recovered from the temple, including ornaments, cooking utensils, and items made of gold, stone, and ceramics. Human and animal remains were also unearthed, offering a glimpse into the lives of the people who once inhabited this lost city. These finds suggest a rich and complex society that thrived around Lake Titicaca centuries ago. Currently, diving or snorkeling to see the sunken city is not permitted. However, the Bolivian government has announced plans to build an underwater museum. This museum will showcase the relics found at the bottom of Lake Titicaca, providing visitors with an opportunity to appreciate the ancient treasures and learn about the civilizations that once flourished in this remarkable region. Number 4. Port Royal. In 1966, the underwater ruins of Port Royal were discovered in Kingston Harbor, Jamaica, shedding light on the storied past of what was once the busiest trading center of the British West Indies. Founded on a natural harbor at the end of a 10-mile sand spit between Kingston Harbor and the Caribbean Sea, Port Royal became infamous for its debauchery and was a magnet for pirates and privateers in the late 17th century. In its heyday, Port Royal was a bustling hub of activity, with over 8,000 inhabitants living in fine brick houses of 2 and 3 stories. The town's prosperity was fueled by the plundered gold brought in by buccaneers and privateers, who used it as their base to raid Spanish islands and ships. Among these notorious figures was Captain Henry Morgan, whose headquarters in Port Royal attracted merchants and artisans eager to cater to the appetites of the pirates. This influx of wealth and vice earned Port Royal the title of the richest and wickedest city in the New World. However, the fortunes of Port Royal began to change as the British government and Jamaican landowners saw greater profit in establishing a stable economy based on agriculture and regularized trade with Spain. Captain Morgan was appointed governor of Jamaica and ironically began prosecuting his former comrades until his death. The city's fate was sealed on June 7, 1692, when a massive earthquake struck, causing much of Port Royal to sink beneath the sea. The survivors relocated across the bay to what is now Kingston. In 1735, the British established a naval base at the remaining portion of Port Royal to aid in their struggle against the French, but the city never regained its former glory. Today, Port Royal is a quiet community with a population of around 2,000. Visitors can explore remnants of its romantic past, such as Fort Charles, once commanded by Horatio Nelson, St. Peter's Church, and a museum showcasing treasures recovered from the sea. These relics serve as a testament to the city's extraordinary history, from its days of wealth and wickedness to its dramatic downfall and quiet presence. Number 3. SS Central America. The SS Central America, famously dubbed the Ship of Gold, is a legendary vessel with a history as rich as its cargo. This 280-foot sidewheel steamer, which plied the waters between Central America and the east coast of the United States during the 1850s, met a tragic fate in September 1857. Caught in a devastating hurricane off the coast of South Carolina, the ship sank, taking with it 425 of its 578 passengers and crew, along with a staggering 30,000 pounds of gold. The disaster was more than a maritime tragedy. It was a significant economic event that contributed to the Panic of 1857. At the time of its sinking, the gold on board was valued at about $8 million, a sum equivalent to approximately $765 million today, based on gold prices. The ship itself was valued at $140,000 in 1857, which would be around $4.6 million in 2023. The loss was monumental, both in human and financial terms, and it deeply shocked the nation. The wreck of Central America lay undiscovered for over a century until it was finally located on September 11, 1988, by a remotely operated vehicle, ROV. This discovery was a monumental event in maritime archaeology, revealing significant amounts of gold and artifacts. A specialized ROV, designed specifically for the recovery mission, was used to bring the treasures to the surface. The recovered gold was valued between $100,000 and $150 million, with a single gold ingot weighing 80 pounds selling for a record $8 million, making it one of the most valuable pieces of currency in the world at the time. Number 2. HMS Erebus and HMS Terror. In the vast and icy expanses of the Canadian Arctic, two legendary ships, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, have captured the imagination of historians and explorers alike. These vessels, once symbols of 19th century naval might and endurance, have a tale that intertwines with some of the most dramatic episodes in Arctic exploration. HMS Terror was constructed in Topsham, Devon, and launched in June 1813. Designed as a bomb vessel, it boasted a remarkably robust hull built to withstand the force of explosions. Initially, it saw action during the War of 1812, where it participated in several significant battles against the United States. After its military career, Terror was repurposed for exploration and ventured into the Arctic in 1836 under the command of George Back. The ship endured severe ice damage in the aptly named Frozen Strait. HMS Erebus, built in Pembroke Dockyard, Wales in 1826, also started as a bomb vessel before transitioning to exploration. The two ships were famously refitted for their polar expeditions. Under the command of James Clark Ross, Erebus and Terror undertook an ambitious mission to circumnavigate Antarctica from 1839 to 1843. Their journey was fraught with challenges, including violent storms and treacherous ice. On one occasion, they narrowly avoided disaster when Erebus and Terror collided in a fierce struggle to avoid an iceberg, causing severe damage to both vessels. By 1845, the ships were refitted once again and prepared for a critical expedition through the Northwest Passage under Sir John Franklin. This voyage would become one of the most mysterious episodes in Arctic history. The ships were fitted with additional planking, iron sheeting, and experimental steam engines and propellers, which, while innovative, reduced storage space for essential supplies. The expedition set sail in 1845, but the ships were last seen on July 28, 1845, secured to an iceberg by the whaler Enterprise. The final message from Captains Crozier and Fitzjames indicated that Erebus and Terror were abandoned on April 22, 1848. In a dramatic twist of fate, the wreck of HMS Erebus was discovered in 2014 by Parks Canada, in collaboration with Inuit communities, marking a significant breakthrough in Arctic archaeology. 2 years later, the discovery of HMS Terror followed. These discoveries have illuminated the final chapter of a saga that continues to captivate and inspire the world. Number 1. Lost City of Baiae. Nestled in the Bay of Naples, Italy, the lost city of Baiae was once a luxurious resort destination for the Roman elite. Renowned for its healing hot springs, the city thrived for centuries, drawing powerful figures like Nero, Cicero, and Caesar. These natural volcanic vents provided the perfect environment for building spas, making Baiae a hub of recreation and relaxation. Many affluent Romans, enamored with its beauty and therapeutic waters, built lavish villas in the city, turning it into a playground for the wealthy and influential. However, Baiae's glory days were not to last. In the 8th century, the city was sacked by a Muslim army, marking the beginning of its decline. By the 1500s, the once bustling town was abandoned. The same volcanic activity that had once attracted visitors now contributed to its downfall, causing the water level to rise and submerging the ancient ruins under the bay's shallow waters. Excavations began on the ruins in 1941, uncovering layers of buildings, villas, and thermal complexes from various periods, including the late Republican Age, Augustan, Hadrianic, and the late Empire. These efforts revealed a treasure trove of Roman architecture and artifacts, providing a glimpse into the affluent lifestyle of Baiae's former inhabitants. Today, the submerged ruins of Baiae form one of the world's few underwater archaeological parks. Visitors can explore the crumbled structures and remarkably preserved statuary through glass-bottom boats, snorkeling, or scuba diving. These immersive experiences allow people to swim among the ancient remnants, offering a unique journey back in time. While Baiae no longer serves as a resort, its underwater wonders continue to captivate researchers and tourists alike, revealing new secrets of its storied past. Which of these underwater discoveries do you find most thrilling? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.